it started right away is we're going to take a nice mustard. Now you can use Dijon mustard or a nice German, mustard, yellow. Traditionally, they're made with like a German yellow mustard, just a plain old, yellow mustard like our French's mustard. But you could use that for this, but I would use something maybe a little bit more spicier than that. That's just my personal opinion. You can definitely use a yellow mustard. I looked and looked and looked and looked for a nice German mustard, and I couldn't find one up here. I found a lot of Polish mustards and things like that, but no German. So the next time I head down to Milwaukee, I gotta look for some German mustard, because that's they have a big concentration of German and Polish down there too, and other ethnic groups. So, but for me, I'm using this. It's actually English mustard, I guess. It's Keen's, and I love this stuff. My girlfriend sends it to me from Canada, because I can't find that here either. And I love it. So that's why I'm using it. I'm using it because it's one of my favorite mustards around. It's hot and spicy and peppery. It's good. And I'm hoping it works good for this recipe. I've used it before many times on my ham, but for pork tenderloin and mustard, I've used it for that. I usually have Dijon mustard on hand too, but for some reason I didn't have that either. So sometimes when you do a recipe, you just kind of, got to use what you got. So I happen to have a couple little bottles of this, so that's what I'm going with. Like I said, usually I would go with the Dijon, but I don't have that, so Keen's to the rescue. Like I said, my girlfriend sends me that every once in a while. Oh, I probably shouldn't have put that back in, but oh well. There's not much left anyway. And then what you do is you spread your mustard on your fajita or your little steaks here, or you could use like a top sirloin sliced very thin. Anything that the key to a good rouladen is the cut of the meat, really. It has to be super, super, super thin, like a 1/4 inch thick. And that hopefully is what these are. And then I cut some of these to go on here better, because I have some oddly shaped cuts of meat down here at the end here. And so those I'm just going to put there. And then you lay down a slice of, use a nice, this is my nice bacon that I get from the butcher. It's really nicely smoked. I love it. You lay that on there. Oh, I'm short a slice here. Oh well, I guess I can't count. Well, we'll just get one later here. And then you lay that down like that. Get that on there. This one doesn't have bacon. Oh well, you know what? I don't have any bacon left, so guess what? This one's going to have to go naked. He's going to have to go baconless, and that's okay. To each his own. Not everybody wants bacon, I guess. I don't know. I certainly do. So then we're just going to throw some onion on, and this is just a regular sweet onion that I slice super, super thin. I mean, as thin as I could possibly get it. And then you just kind of sprinkle your bacon with that. And like I said, it's not hard to do or anything like that. It's some of the ingredients seem a little bizarre. I mean, you have your mustard and your bacon and your onion and your, pickles. And these are just dill pickles. I had these also in my refrigerator. I couldn't find some nice German pickles. Usually you'd use something like a nice, those little baby ones. I can't think of the name of them. They're real tiny. I want to say cornucopia, but I don't think that's not right. But something. Gherkins, that's what it is. It doesn't start with a C, it starts with a G. The gherkin pickles. Normally you would do that. You would use those and you'd slice them. And for some reason I couldn't find those either. I found Polish pickles, but I did not find any German gherkins anywhere. So I'm just going with the ones I had in my refrigerator. These are Brew City pickles from Milwaukee that I did a little segment on in December, so I'll link to that. But that's what I'm going to use, and I cut them real thin. You cut them into like strips. You kind of want them to be all the same length relatively, and you just line those up. Now I've seen rouladen made with carrots too, you know, your real thin julienne carrots. That I did not do, and I don't know why I just didn't. I thought, oh, I don't know if I want to, you know, do the carrots. You could, like I said, I saw it done with on somebody's website or some YouTube channel I was watching. An older lady was making them with the carrots, and I thought, I'll leave the carrots out. I mean, I like carrots, but I'm not like overly nuts about them. Okay, so that's what you do. You put down your strips of pickles and you lay those on top, and then you begin to roll up your rouladen. And you roll them up and you roll them up. So I kind of got them all nice in here. I guess the little pickles, I got them all nice in order here. That's good. Good thing I moved a couple of them out. And I'm just going to turn them over like this. And then I will secure them with a toothpick. But I will do that in a little bit here. Let me get these at least rolled up. And it kind of works nice if you have your... Seems to me it kind of works nice if you have your pickles kind of just right where they should go here. There you go. And keep rolling them and rolling them up. And, you know, looks kind of good already, doesn't it? I think so. And roll. This one's a little thick at this end here. But, yeah, keep rolling them up. Tucking and roll and tucking and a roll there. And that's that one. And now we have this one. And, oh yeah, and we just keep rolling them. Some are a little larger than other ones, and that's okay. I mean, you know, what the heck, right? And those can get secured up as soon as I get this one rolled up. Like I said, these are the ones that have kind of, have a strange, they're cut odd, but I'll roll it this way just because I have this little tail end here. Ooh. And then what we're going to do after we get these rolled up and secured is we're going to put them in our frying pan and fry them up. But we'll do that in 1 minute here. Let's get these rolled. So that's basically all you do to make your... Have the rouladen in my frying pan. I added about about 3 tablespoons of grapeseed oil, and I'm just browning them. You brown them real well on all sides. Well, for sure, you know, the top and the bottom sides. I have them sealed with a large toothpick, and that worked out pretty good, actually. I didn't have too much problems rolling them up. So that's good. And I have this on, medium-low right now. Sorry about my reach there. And I'm just going to keep frying these up till they're browned on all sides. I seem to have like a little hot spot here on my pan. I don't know why. It just seems to want to slide around on the top of my stove here. So I'm just going to brown these up. And after they're browned, I'll show you what we do next. Our rouladen are browning up nicely. I'm going to throw in about 2 tablespoons of butter, just because when we make our sauce, which is sauce, gravy, I guess you could call it, that'll give it a little bit of richness there. And I'm just going to keep on browning these. Everything seems to be going really good here. And the next step will be to remove our rouladen from the pan, and then we're going to add some vegetable stock and a little bit of, you could use wine, red wine. I think I might use beer, since it is a German, you know, meal, comfort food. And a little bit of water, or if you don't want to use alcohol at all, you don't need to. You can just, you know, make them with a little bit of water in the stock. I just thought I'd add a little tiny bit just to deglaze the pan, a little bit of beer. I have some beer that I bought for another recipe, and that'll be coming up next. Well, not next, but down the line here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to continue to let these brown up. You got to kind of let them brown a little slow, because you don't want to, you know, rush it. So you do want them to get nice and savory and brown, and make a nice, you know, juice here for your gravy. So I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to turn, whoop, I keep using the wrong one. Just going to turn those back up just a tiny bit here. Like I said, I'm having a little problem with this pan. But I can smell already all the flavors, that bacon, and you got the mustard oozing out, and you have your pickles and your onion. So I got a feeling these are going to be really good. I've never made these before. This is my first time. I've never even eaten one before. So I'm actually very excited about trying one. So I'm going to let these keep on doing their thing. I'm going to cover them just for a little bit here. And we're going to take our rouladen out of our pan, because you can see they're nicely browned, and yummy, juicy. Now we gotta make our gravy. We're gonna take out our rouladen, put them in our little, on our little plate here. Ooh, they look good. Yes, they do. I'm just going to set them aside. We're going to add our vegetable broth. And as you can see, it's just an Aldi's brand. I like to use vegetable broth instead of beef and all that sometimes. And I'm going to be adding about a cup and a half. So I got about a cup here. Add that up, and I'm going to, whoop, get my hand in the way there. Turn that up a tiny bit. And I'm going to add about a half a cup more. Or about, yeah, about 3/4, I think, of a cup more. So almost 2 cups. And that should be good. And we'll bring that up to a boil here. And then after we do that, we are going to add a little bit of beer. Because it's German, you know, why not? I'm going to add, I'm going to put in about a good half a cup there. And this is a very dark red beer. It's on the order of like a Killian's Red. I bought this for a different recipe. I think you can tell it is red. It's a red beer. Yeah, and it's like Killian's Red, I do believe. I'm going to add that. Oh, what do you know? I'll just give that. Your sauce looks nice and yummy, and it tastes really good. I tried a little spoonful, so no problem with that there. Now I'm going to add my rouladen back. Rouladen, whatever. Rolls. How about that? How about rolls? We'll say rolls right now. I'm going to add the rolls or rouladen back to the broth, and like I said, and it worked out fine. The broth still tastes good. It's thickening up, and it will continue to thicken up as we let this simmer for another, I'd say half an hour or so. And this will taste really, really good with some German potato salad, which I will leave the link to the German potato salad in the description box below. And I hope you give this recipe a try after I did a little emergency steak, and I can't wait to sit down and have a big bite. I might just eat a couple of them. I'm hungry. Been cooking all morning long here, and I can't wait to sit down. So, you have a good day. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this recipe, give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you again, and you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye now.